Cluttered away and needs plenty of luck coming to the home corner. Back with it is Summer Trail. They left the 550 behind them, and Kimbo's Girl had them bunched up behind her as they approached the corner from Illumi Lafoe. Over on the outside, Hall makes his move with Geiger Gem. Mega Mink sweating on a clear run. It's cluttered away down on the inside, pocketed. Take no prisoners. Summer Trail, no saying it, back and behind them. Kimbo's Girl led them at the 200. Geiger Gem, though, claimed it. Now Mega Mink's getting a late run for Pike. 150 to go. Geiger Gem the leader. Mega Minx closing the margin down on the rail. Geiger Gem in front from Mega Minx, and it'll be too good, Geiger Gem. Great ride, Hall. He gave it the absolute run of the race. Geiger Gem beat home Mega Minx. In behind them then Illumi Lafoe. Kimbo's Girl fought out third. No saying it was getting home along the rails from the back. Then came Miss Ponderosa. Take No Prisoners was next in. The tiring Kimbo's Girl, Summer Trail, and the last of them to salute is Granui. One ride for the day for Peter Hall. First time in the blinkers for Geiger Gem, and everything just fell into play with Geiger Gem settling fourth. Had that lovely bit of cover. Mega Minx took time to wind up in on the rail for Pike. He was cluttered away. Geiger Gem was on the march. Mega Minx made a bit of a contest, but regardless of the result, it's all orange and red for owners Lex and Shirley Piper, who race both of these 3-year-olds. And Kimbo's Girl, which did pull up really quickly in the run on, might have got it twice there as well, so apologies for that if I did, but it led them for a long way there and pulled up really abruptly in the run past the line. It was there with the Illumi Lafoe. 58.99, and it's 1657. 1657, Geiger Gem, Mega Minx, Kimbo's Girl and Illumi Lafoe in fourth placing. No saying it finished on towards the inside after being back there in fifth place. 124.65 the time. The winner, Geiger Gem by Red Hot Choice out of Geigerita, trained by Lulu Ciani, and perfectly ridden by Peter Hall. 370.150, defeating Mega Minx by Red Hot Choice from Tropical Minx, trained by Ben Pierce. W Pike 130. Kimbo's Girl holding on for third thereafter, leading a Patronise Au Fait filly, trained by Simon Miller for Peter Jones. P Wright, P Gribble 130 the place. Half a length and a half. 124.65. 35.50 last 600 there to race 6 on the card. Now the next event of the day, the running of the Schweppes Ginger Beer Handicap over 1600 at 4:10. 12 runners there, no changes, third leg of the quaddie. Let's take you down to Adam McGrath, and he's with Lulu Ciani. From what I can gather, the sire of the two horses that have run the Quinella are no longer with us. Red Hot Choice, unfortunately, but a good result all the same, and certainly for the winning connections, Adam.
Certainly was. The Piper clan there will be very happy with that Quinella as well. And Lulu Ciani joins us now, the trainer of Geiger Gem. Lou, we mentioned with this horse, plenty of ability, has shown at times is going to be a horse on the up, can be inconsistent, but that run last up behind one short just showed this horse was ready to make that next step this prep.
Yeah, look, he's a horse who's his own worst enemy. He sort of gets a bit stressy and he does a few things wrong, but I'm sure as he steps up in distance and just gets to relax a little bit, I think you'll see a nice horse.
Peter Hall's one of the stronger riders going around, and at one stage he was almost vertical, and I think his biceps were about to pop the shirt. It just shows the strength of this animal.
Yeah, look, he's a strong horse, and we sort of almost contradictory with the gear we put on him, a Norton bit and blinkers, but he does need to sort of race strong in himself to produce his best, and he also needs a good bit on him to hang on to him. So it was a bit of a gear change, but it worked. He
came in there blowing as well. A horse is obviously going to appreciate that run and only going to get better as you do step up in distance.
Yeah, most of that's stress more than condition, so it's just a thing that the horse has to settle down himself.
With a man of your experience in those type of animals, what do you do to try and make a horse relax a little bit more and not freak out when they come to the races?
Practice makes perfect, that's all.
Simple as that. Congratulations on the win. We'll grab Peter Hall now as well. Hawley, how are the arms, mate? You looked a bit sore through those early stages.
Yeah, look, he jumped out, he was going to relax, and when the horse raced up on the outside of him, he just grabbed a bit for a few strides, but it's just a young horse, still trying to work it out, even though he's had a couple of preps.
I guess after that, the positive was did settle into a nice stride, and you were able to get that nice carry into the race behind Fred Kersley.
Yeah, that's right. They rolled along a little bit, and I was mindful I wanted to stay in around the corner, but just felt like I had to pop off and keep him interested because they were starting to come back at us.
Were you confident still at the top of the straight that you had enough horse to win the race?
Kind of gave me a good feel like we could win it. I was a bit worried when Willie come up on the inside, but my horse is pretty strong to the line.
You might have been worried when you saw it come on the inside, but it must have played on the head as well, knowing that you two had done a straight swap from Mega Minx to this one. So it must be nice to get the win as well, just to have that hanging over him.
Oh, it's always a pleasure. I said to him, oh, we're playing swapsies this race, aren't we? So, yeah, all good.
Well done, mate. Congratulations.
Thank you.
There's Peter Hall, winning jockey aboard of Geiger Gem. As we said last start, he rode Mega Minx and William Pike rode Geiger Gem. They did a straight swap, and Peter Hall gets the win here in race number 6.
Then they come back.
If I pop off, I'll keep him in and I'll do what you said, keep the bit in his mouth.
Yep.
Deduction.